Hello, Opera SM here with From the Ashes Alliance of Coalitions, bringing you a combo deck that can, more for a silly reason, just overflow the power of a creature. Gaussmaster recorded a video pretty recently of someone of his coalition that did it with a green conversion deck. I found a lot more efficient way to do it using a Vadrok loop. So what we're going to do is cast a repeat and reverb on a disabled Chord of Calling to get 2 copies of Chord, and start fetching out the combo pieces, which I will show you in just a little bit. This deck is also using Rhonas, the God Eternal, to double power, but we can consistently fetch it out to get it going pretty quickly. So what we're going to do, we're going to grab Nessian Boar first, a creature with just very high power. Then we're going to grab Vadrok. We will mutate Vadrok onto Nessian Boar, which will allow us to get back a spell costing 10 or less, which is repeated reverb. Go ahead and grab that. And then what we're going to do now is get another copy of Nessian Boar, and then a copy of God Eternal Rhonas. So the Nessian Boar is already mutated on, so this will get us our repeated reverb back. Now we'll start pumping our power of things. We've got to mutate now onto the God Eternal Rhonas. I screwed up that order. I should have gotten Vadrok first and then the God Eternal, but I was trying to click too fast as I was narrating, but we'll still be able to get back our reverb to keep going. And now that we've mutated onto both creatures, all we have to do is keep getting copies of God Eternal Rhonas, and it will keep doubling the power of our Nessian Boar, and then pretty quickly its power will grow to be so great that it will start to overflow the 32-bit integer and make it a negative number, which will be when our little red 0 shows up. So again, we're just going to keep grabbing our God Eternals, but this is part of the same Vadrok loop. We like to call them the Donder loops because it's Apex God of Thunder, and yeah, it's just fun. So again, this is really rather silly, and actually you would not want to do this in a game, because once the power of the creature gets to be that negative number and has the red 0 in front of it, you don't get to attack with it. So instead of getting to attack for like a billion plus damage, you just don't get to attack with it. But it's just a fun little silly thing to do to see how fast we can get the power of a creature up beyond that overflow threshold. So again, still a decent amount of clicking, but it's a whole lot less waiting than if we would have to use the conversion loop and just naturally draw into all these God Eternal Rhonases. So this basically just means that we are concentrating doubling the power of this creature very efficiently. So we're not waiting, 20, 30 minutes, an hour to naturally get it up to that point. And Nessian Boar is what I was using. There may be some others that are technically more efficient in moving up power. One may be Calamax. I haven't done the math, but Calamax, when you cast flash spells, which these chords and reverbs are, it buffs itself. So it's buffing itself as you're going up, but really it only matters for the first couple turns, because then after that the power is so great that giving +2 before you double is pretty negligible. But we can see our boar is starting to get up there in power, and then hopefully within a minute or two he will be big enough that we will see his life total move from the green number to a little red 0, which means it has overflowed into a negative number. little hard to see the life total, but it should be very soon that we do start to spill over here. So probably the next turn or two of all this cycling of stuff, we should see that really long power of the boar turn into a red number. There we go. All right. So as we can see, we were able to overflow his power. So that's pretty cool. So this loop allows us to do that a lot more efficiently, which is pretty nice. So what we're actually going to do is just go ahead and just attack for the win now that that's done. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this. It's just a little bit more of an efficient way if you want to, again, no real practical use, just kind of more of a silly, hey, I was able to do this way to get the creature's power so great that it overflows. All right, take care, everyone.